Hey everybody, and welcome back to another One of Everything Wednesdays. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back again with CloutsnChara, located in Kitchener, Ontario. We are going to be opening up 7 packs from this week, and that is going to leave us with 7 packs for next week. So, without further ado, let's get right into things. This shop is mostly sports memorabilia and cards and things, but they do, of course, have still quite a bit of Magic, a lot of Magic singles. They do have sealed products. They did have some older packs and things, as you can see here. And like I said in the previous video, they didn't really have any of the new standard sets. Now, someone mentioned in the comments below that this was one of the shops they had gone to for one of their first LGSs, and that they sort of got the feeling that maybe these guys are making the way out of the Magic world. Like they're sort of transitioning out of that domain, and that's why they haven't picked up any of the newer sets. It's possible. Maybe that's the case. So without further ado, let's get right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got some pretty spicy packs this week. And then next week's going to be cool too, because we got some really old stuff here. So next week we're going to do Odyssey, Onslaught, Legions, Dark Steel, Fifth Dawn, Betrayers of Kamigawa, and Saviors of Kamigawa. So let's put those over there like that, so that they're just on the edge of the shot here. And we're going to be opening up today Core Set 2013, Dark Ascension, Innistrad, Core Set 2012, Mirrodin Besieged, Shadowmoor, and Ravnica City of Guilds. Now, you'll have to bear with me because some of these sets, it's been either a really long time since I've opened them or I haven't opened them at all. So, I may not know what stuff should go into the patron pile or not, but don't worry, never fear. Everything that I pull out in this gets put into a pile that I then go through individually before I add it or don't add it to the patron pile, so I make sure that everything gets in. Okay, so Core Set 2013 is first. I don't believe there's any commons in here that we need to worry about too much. We've got a Ring of Valkas, a Knight of Infamy, good old Knight of Infamy, Arms Dealer, little Gobbo, and our rare is a Fever, or a Fever, or, yeah, it's Fever. I'm gonna go with Fever or Fever. I don't know. Listen, your creatures have haste. This card's actually a lot of fun. It's an enchantment for 3. It gives all your creatures haste, so that's pretty nice. And did we get a foil here? I feel like maybe we did. It looks like we might get a foil here. So there's just our ad card, and then there's our planes. And then I don't know if this was like, let me just go back and take a look here, because we've got 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this set was the thing where it's like the like if the card was missing. So like we're missing a common. So does that mean we have a common foil then? Or is this like the newer ones where the foil could just be whatever and it always takes a common slot? So let's see. It's a common foil, so can't tell for sure. But we got a foil Water Courser. Pretty nice. So there you go. Dark Ascension is next. I don't know what Dark Ascension has in it that might be of interest or value. I have no idea, to be completely honest with you. But let's go through it and see. Ooh, Faithless Looting. That's actually, I don't know if that's worth anything, but I'm going to put it to the side because I know Faithless Looting is a card that sees a lot of play in Pauper and things like that. Heckling Fiends. Secrets of the Dead. Niblis of the Urn. And our rare, Curse of Echoes. Good old curses. That's what this set was all about, was curses. So enchant player, when enchanted player casts an instant or sorcery spell, each other player may copy that spell and may choose new targets for the copy of he or she controls. And then I think this was the first, like this was one of the first sets that had the flip cards in it. Am I correct? Yeah, because there's the checklist card. So we do have a flip card, and it's just a common. So Loyal Cathar, which flips into an unhallowed Cathar. And then we just got a checklist and an ad card. Oh, here we go. Innistrad, right? What do we want to see out of here? Liliana? Snapcaster? Is that what we're looking for? Maybe we get a foil Liliana? That'd be pretty cool to add to the paper pile, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Man, Curse of the Bloody Tome's a good card. It's a fun... It's not necessarily a good card, but it's a fun card to play with. Demon Male Halbrick. Or Halberg. Make a Wish. Which this card came back in Shadows over Innistrad, right? The art, right? There was an Eldrazi reaching down into the well to get like the bear back or something like that. Something along those lines. Arbiter Ghoul. And our rare, Geist Honored Monk. It's a cool card. This card's a lot of fun to play with as well. It's star for 5 with Vigilance. And its power and toughness is equal to the number of creatures you control. When it enters the battlefield, you make 2 1/1 spirits. So it's a 3/3 for 5 with Vigilance. But if you have other creatures on the battlefield, hopefully you do with turn 5, it's bigger, which is nice. And then I think there's a flip card in here. Oh, hey, look at that. We hit a Delver of Secrets. That's pretty nice. That will go in the patron pile for sure, because it's definitely worth a couple of bucks. No Liliana or Snapcaster for us, though. Corset 2012. Let's see. If I miss any commons or uncommons, I don't know about that one. I'll have to pull that out to the side. Again, another thing that gets played in like boggles or bogles or whatever you want to call it. Goblin Bang Chuckers. Good old Bang Chuckers. Master Thief. Demon's Horn. And, woo! How about a Garrick? All right, I'll take it. It's a nice Garrick. Who doesn't like Garrick every now and then? Isn't he? He's dead now, right? I think he's supposedly dead now, right? Maybe not supposedly, but maybe he's actually dead. I don't know the lore very well, but he hasn't been in a number of sets, and I think that's because he is gone, right? He is missing in action. All right, we've got Mirrodin Besieged now. All right, let's see. Sphere of the Suns, Choking Fumes, Septic Rats, good old Septic Rats, Infect, oof. And our rare is a Magnetic Mine. So whenever another artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, Magnetic Mine deals 2 damage to that artifact's controller. And we've got a rule tip card for Proliferate, with just a mountain. Next up is Shadowmoor. My goodness. We've opened up some pretty nice stuff so far this week. That's pretty good. So Shadowmoor, I'm not going to have any idea. I know Presence of Gond sees play in Pauper, so I'll put this to the side just in case. I don't know if it's actually worth anything. I have no idea if there's any commons in this set. Maybe I should just like do a quick check here. What do? We do like this. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff. So we can see Manamorphose is a common worth 20 bucks. We've got Umbriel Mantle is an uncommon worth 7 bucks. Beseech the Queen is an uncommon. Devoted Druid is a common. So we need to keep an eye out for some of these things. I don't know if there's any... Are there any other commons? Let's just take a quick look. There's a lot of stuff in Shadowmoor that's worth money. Holy moly. Where am I here? Okay, this is this. Holy moly. Okay. We've got a lot of stuff here in the common slot that could be worth $2 or more. This is one I'm going to have to pay. I'm going to have to put this whole pack aside and just double check it all before I add it to the patron pile or not. My goodness. Okay. So far, none of these seem to... Oh! Pew-pew! That's a good one. That's a nice one. Turn to Mist. Did I see that on here? I feel like I did. Or maybe I'm just incorrect. Okay, maybe I... Manamorphose is a good hit, though. $20 common, right? Like, how can you go wrong there? And then we've got Armored Ascension. I'm going to put these aside here. Like, this is the Shadowmoor pack is right here. I'm just going to keep it aside, and I'm just going to double check it all at the end. Leech-Ridden Swamp. And our rare is an Augury Adept. I didn't see that on here. There's so many rares that we could have hit that were, like, worth something, and this is not one of them, I don't think. But we'll double check it. And, of course, we just got a ad card, rules tips for untapping things, the untap symbol. Last but not least for this week is Ravnica, City of Guilds. Again, this is another one that I don't know much about because I didn't really play much of it. So let's just see here. There's a lot of rares we could hit. We hit all the Shocklands. There's all the Shocklands in this set. And then there's a bunch of uncommons here. Okay, there are a couple commons too. Well, one. I think I saw one common here. No, two. Drift of Phantasms and Muddle the Mixture. And then a couple uncommons as well. Okay. Well, we'll just keep our eyes out and see. Maybe I'll put this pack to the side as well and just double check it all at the end as well. Good old Demir Signet. Okay. Nothing crazy there. Perilous Foyers, or whatever. This used to be worth something. I don't know if it still is. Okay, $2. Golgari Thug I saw also on this list. I don't think Dark Blast was on here, was it? Because it got reprinted, didn't it? Yeah, the Golgari Thug is $5. My goodness. It's an uncommon. And our rare is a Nullstone Gargoyle. Nothing super exciting there, I don't think. There was a whole bunch of other rares we could have hit, like Court of Calling, Glimpse of the Unthinkable, Birds of Paradise, Copy Enchantment, then all the Shocklands, Cloudstone Curio, Life from the Loam, Privileged Position, Doubling Season, Dark Confidant. Like, there's a lot of good stuff we could have hit, and we just didn't. But we did get a foil. That's pretty nice. Foil Sellsword Brute. So there you go. Anyway, that was a pretty good week. I don't know. We hit some pretty decent stuff. Hitting that Manamorphose is pretty sweet. And the Garrick is also pretty sweet. And we hit a whole bunch of commons and uncommons in like the $2 to $5 range. So that's pretty nice as well. I'll double check all these. And I'm going to double check this stuff too. The Ravnica and the Shadowmoor. I'll just double check these myself manually before I put everything into the patron pile or not. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I've been your host, MrBevers. This has been a one of everything for CloutsnChara. Make sure you check out their link below in the description if you want to check out their store, see what else they might have for sale, that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.